Hi LEGO fans! Today I'm super excited. This is one of those occasions where LEGO release a set of epic proportions. In fact, as it stands today, this is the third biggest set by piece count that LEGO have ever released. Today we're going to unbox, speed build and review set number 70620, the epic Ninjago City from the LEGO Ninjago movie. And when I say epic, I mean 4,867 piece epic. So the set arrived inside the normal large brown box, and when I opened it up I expected to see Ninjago City, but instead I saw this outer box. This packaging is what LEGO used to send the set to the stores, and it gives us quite a bit of insight into when the set was produced and which factory it came from. The first thing I noticed was this sticker on top of the box telling the store not to put Ninjago City on the shelf before August 1st, 2017. This is definitely unusual because the set doesn't go on general release until September the 1st, and it was only just released to LEGO VIP members on August 16th. The other interesting thing, if you're a LEGO geek like me, is that you can see this was made in LEGO's factory in Mexico. See, we have the country of production, and immediately below that we have the date that the set was produced, which is the 21st of June 2017. And apart from that, the box is very boring, so let's open this up and see what's inside. Super awesome. An epic set deserves an epic array of minifigures, and this is no exception. We have a massive 17 minifigures in this set. We have Kai, a Jamanakai Villager, Sally, Ivy Walker, Sweep, Konrad, Severin Black, Mother Doomsday, Tommy, Guy, Juno, Lloyd Garmadon, the Green Ninja Suit, Misako, Jay, a Shark Army Gunner, and Officer Noonan. The artwork on this box is truly stunning, but I can't wait to see what's inside. Before we do, let's flip it around and take a quick look at the back of the box. What this shows us is that Ninjago City is built in a modular fashion like some other LEGO sets. And we have 3 different levels to explore. Level 1 is the old city and features a bridge, a sewer outlet, a fish market, a taxi stand, and a robot who services Ninjago City. Level 2 is the shopping mall featuring a modern fashion store, and we've got a construction site, a comic book store, a crab restaurant, a cash dispensing ATM, and all kinds of other good features. And up on rooftop level 3 we have a radio tower, a rooftop sushi bar with conveyor belt, we have Lloyd and Misako's apartment, and a very cool looking pufferfish sculpture. Okay, I can't bear the excitement any longer. Let's cut this open and see what we've got inside. So inside the main box we get a lot of bags of LEGO, 3 instruction manuals, it looks like at least 2 sticker sheets, and another 2 boxes to open. Awesome, so here's everything we get inside the box. This includes 3 instruction manuals covering level 1, the old world, level 2, the street, and level 3, the high-rise. We also have 2 very elaborate sticker sheets and about a gajillion bags of LEGO numbered 1 through 16. Finally we get a large base plate, a couple of other base plates, and this very interesting element just here. We have many hours of building to do here, so we're going to break this down into several speed builds showing the different levels of Ninjago City, and then we're going to do a full review. This is level 1, the old world, and this took 2 hours 37 minutes to put together. From the get-go, it's very clear why Ninjago City has such a high part count. Sure, this is a big set, but there are bigger sets in the LEGO portfolio. This is really gaining its part count from the level of detail, starting with the water, which you can see down at the bottom here. We actually have 3 layers. We get the base plate on the bottom, and then we get tiles on top of that to give kind of gradient and colour and shadow to the water, and then we have these transparent tiles on top. Not only are we getting different colours in the water, we're also getting a sense of depth with the darker water in the middle. And if you spin it around to the other side, you can even see green ooze coming out of the sewage pipe. One of the really nice things about this set is that it's modular, so we can remove these apartments from on top of the shops below and have a look inside. This is where Sweep, the service robot, lives, and by removing the top, it allows us to peek inside his quarters. And looking down, we can see inside he has storage and this cool looking control panel which shows a picture of Sweep and his current charge level. Next door we have the famous fish market, and it has fish and crabs for sale. The other really nice thing about this fish market is this canopy here, which is made up of about 20 individual LEGO crowbar elements, and you can move these around to give you interesting patterns in the canopy. In the level above Sweep, we have this beautifully furnished little apartment with Good Day Ninjago on the TV. Above the fish market and overlooking the little harbour, we have a ceremonial tea room. This includes some traditional Japanese art featuring a tiger. What a fantastic venue to enjoy a tea ceremony. Also in Old Town, we have the start of an elevator shaft that goes all the way up through the different layers of Ninjago City. From the outside, you can really appreciate the Japanese architecture and some very cool features, including this payphone, a beautiful round window, these exclusive to Ninjago City panels, and these very cool speakers created with some unique elements, including the silver crab. Continuing around the side, you can see there's loads of foliage in this build, and we have this glorious old bridge. From here we can see some more cool features, including artists' easels used as lily pads. All over Ninjago City we have beautiful Japanese architecture and signage, such as this one telling us the way to the crab shop. So that was level 1, Old City. Let's build the next level and move on up to level 2, the street. This is level 2, the street, and if you thought level 1 was impressive, this takes things to a whole new level, quite literally. With a build time of about 4.5 hours, there is so much detail to show you here, so let's make a start. The inside of level 2 is much more utilitarian, but it does elongate our elevator shaft so that Lloyd can get even further up towards the top of Ninjago City. Similar to the level below, this is also modular, and we can lift off all of the stores that are on the top level, which makes it much easier for me to show you all of the cool details, starting with the comic book store. It would have been so easy for LEGO to use stickers to make up the comic book store sign, but instead they've used individual elements and some nice printed pieces in there to make the comics sign come alive. It's quite awkward to see inside, but thankfully there's another modular piece. This sign here and the upper part of the comic book store actually lifts off. Inside we have a wide selection of the latest comic books, including these 4 printed tile versions of the comic book Staff era. And we also have a selection of collectible figurines in a multitude of colours. Adding back in the top layer, you can see we've got this really cool poster on the wall, which is the kitty cat hanging down and the words "Believe," which I'm pretty sure was featured in the LEGO movie. We also have a range of very colourful collectibles, including this yellow frog, and I've definitely not seen that in this colourway before. I really like this guy. This is Mother Doomsday, and I really like him because he's wearing this Galidor top. If you've not heard of Galidor, go do a Google search. It's phenomenal. It's a range of figurines that LEGO produced to compete with the likes of Star Wars and that sort of thing, and they were pretty terrible. Next to the comic book store there is an ATM, and standing next to the ATM we have Guy, who is a wealthy executive and clearly likes money. The ATM also has an interesting interactive feature, as we shall demonstrate. It dispenses $100 bills with remarkable rapidity. And in order to refill the ATM, we simply pull off the front here, and we've got a nice big space behind for $100 bills. And when we're finished restocking with Benjamins, we can simply put the front of the ATM back on. The actual ATM mechanism is quite simple, and it's around the back of the model. We simply push in this lever here, and it pushes the $100 bills out of the front of the machine. Moving around the corner, we have the famous crab restaurant run by Severin Black. The detailing on the outside of the crab restaurant is simply stunning. I love the way LEGO have built this crab sculpture above the door, and the gold and red decorative flooring that's around the outside. Inside is quite literally where the magic happens. We insert an uncooked crab into the oven, and as if by magic, the crab turns into a cooked crab. The mechanism that works the crab cooking grill is also on the inside of Ninjago City, and has a simple dial here which flips over a mechanism inside of the grill, turning uncooked crab into cooked crab. I'm never going to get bored of playing with that. Also inside Severin Black's crab kitchen, we have a variety of tools to help him prepare the animals, and a seating area for customers to enjoy their crustacean delicacies. Another design feature that I really like in Ninjago City are these old rickety air conditioners. Look at that wobbling away there. Ninjago City is not short on advertising. You see these advertising panels everywhere, and this one is a good example. We can actually turn these elements to the side here, and we can remove this advertising panel, and then we have a lever on the side here which enables us, as we break it, to get access to some more advertising panels. So what we have here is one which seems to be featuring some kind of Godzilla character, maybe a film. There's another one that says tired of walking. I guess that means grab a taxi or buy a car. And then finally we have the fabulous Galidor, and it looks like we're going to be having a Galidor movie in the Ninjago movie City. So that was level 2 part 1, but wait, there's more. This is the upper level of the street where we can find a more upscale store. On the outside we have a large curved window, and I really like these guitar elements that LEGO have put on the outside for decoration. There's also a very cool gold embellished ninjutsu suit on display, including this element of headgear which I think looks like one of the older Ninjago molds. Inside we have a wide variety of luxury goods on sale, including a rack of cell phones. And I think these orange things in the corner here are pairs of slippers, although I'm not entirely sure, but they have a security camera watching down over them. On the other side of the store, facing out over the street, we also have a selection of hats and other knickknacks, including this great ninjutsu suit, complete with hat and scarf element, which I'm sure I've seen in the Ninjago movie collectible minifigure series. In the centre of the floor, it looks like we've got a bargain bucket of these traditional Japanese hats. And on the back wall we have some gold coloured boxes and this very impressive skateboard ramp with the skateboard mounted on. A particularly beautiful part of Ninjago City is this cherry blossom tree growing out of an upstairs window. It's almost like there's some kind of rooftop garden here. The elevator shaft now extends almost all of the way up Ninjago City, with just one level to go. And if we spin it around, we can see this beautiful decorative paneling on the front of the elevator building. Maybe that's there to hide the elevator gear. So far, this is an incredibly impressive set, but we're not at the top yet. We have level 3, the high-rise to build. And finally, here we are at the very top of Ninjago City. This section took an hour and 59 minutes to put together and is home to Lloyd and Misako's apartment and a high-rise sushi bar. Once again, there are some fantastic building techniques on display here, so let's get in a little bit closer and take a look. I make no apologies here for geeking out, but look at these roof tiles. These are so cool. These are actually car doors. I mean, look at the way LEGO have used different elements to get different architectural techniques into the Ninjago City. The sushi restaurant comes complete with this revolving sushi conveyor belt. This sliding door opens to reveal a washroom, and we can actually remove the whole tower here to uncover a secret area for storing ninjutsu gear. On the other side of the restaurant, we have this sushi price list and these very cool pufferfish and lobster sculptures. Meanwhile, around the back, our elevator shaft finally reaches the top of the Ninjago City Tower. And Lloyd can return home to Mom. Lloyd and Misako's apartment can be completely removed from the structure, which makes it easier to show off on camera. This is the simple apartment that Lloyd and his mum Misako share, and we can simply remove the roof here so we can take a look inside. There really isn't a lot of room inside this apartment, and in fact they have to share bunk beds in order to sleep at night. There we can see Misako waiting for Lloyd to come home, and then Lloyd has some stuff on his shelves here. It looks like he's won some awards for his ninjutsu, and if we turn it around we can see we've got a little microwave there on the wall, a tiny little kitchenette area, and the all-important TV showing Good Day Ninjago. And that is a very cool but very small little apartment. The radio tower is very visually appealing and brings the overall height of Ninjago City up to 24 inches high. I really like the way LEGO have built this circular feature, and we have swords here on the outside for the almost like the rays coming out of the sun, and then we've got little features like the fishing poles which are used to create these long bendy aerials. Before we wrap up, I didn't want to go too crazy and review every single minifigure. After all, we have a ton of minifigures in this set. Hopefully you got a good look at them as we walked around Ninjago City. But in case you didn't, here's a very quick recap. We have Kai, Jamanakai Villager, Sally, Ivy Walker, Sweep, Konrad, Severin Black, Mother Doomsday, Tommy, Guy, Juno, Lloyd Garmadon, Green Ninja Suit, Misako, Jay, Shark Army Gunner, and Officer Noonan. Ninjago City is a very impressive LEGO set and worthy of its title as the third biggest LEGO set in piece count ever released. That is until September the 1st, when the hotly anticipated Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon is expected to hit the shelves. Although that hasn't officially been announced yet. It's slightly annoying that Ninjago City is bigger than my studio can handle. But here's set number 70620 in all its 4,867 piece glory. I hope you enjoyed this epic unboxing, speed build and review video. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button down below and that'll make you super awesome. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more awesome LEGO content twice a week. Thank you for joining me to check out Ninjago City today. Stay safe and we'll see you on the next build video.